Behold, the old mighty broken piece of shit.
1-800-I-am-a-giant-piece-of-shit.
So I'd been doing all kinds of shit to this thing. It's been problem after problem after problem. Had the hood off for quite a while. Had like 3 successful fucking mows of the yard. It's not looking too bad right now. But mowed it like 3 full times pretty successfully. And no problem. So I put the fucking hood back on. Well, first fucking mow after the hood goes back on. And, well, she fucked up again on us. Well, I was pulling the hood off. I ended up pulling that light bulb out of there. So I'm like, well, what the fuck, you know, god damn it. I forgot to unplug this stupid thing. And so when I go to unplug it, I discovered that she got a little bit close to the exhaust at some point and fucking melted her pretty good. So I ended up just cutting them, and I cut them long enough so that the sorry son of a bitch that owns this piece of shit after me can fucking hook them back up at some point if he chooses to. Anyway, you might remember in some of my last videos when I replaced this carb. It was a cheap shitty fucking Scamazon carb. Actually, I think I got this fucker off of eBay. I don't quite remember. I think it was eBay. And these, well, the carbs in general really suck, but not as bad as the pumps themselves. So I gutted this pump, had to make a fucking gasket. I actually didn't do a video on that, I don't think. Because that was kind of one of those things, figure it out as you go, and I wasn't really quite sure what the fuck I was doing. But I gutted that. We got this pump on there. And it fixed most of it, but it still just didn't fucking going right. So what you gotta do is you gotta run this at about 1/3 to 1/4 fucking choke. And then it runs fine. But depending on how hard you're working the engine, depends on whether you gotta be closer to 1/3 or closer to 1/4 of the choke. So I forget what exactly I paid for this choke cable. I couldn't find one that was the proper length, so I had to go with one that's a fair bit longer. And it's a Cub Cadet choke cable, which probably explains why it broke. Cub Cadet hasn't made a single thing worth a fuck since they went independent from Inner Smashable. But anyway, right down there, you see that moving? That's the choke. You pull on it, and it just sends this fucking outer, you know, this outer tube here, your casing, right up inside where it fucking hooks up to the tractor, and then you push it, and it just pushes the fucking thing out. So you might notice when I do all this shit, when I pull the choke in, it closes the choke, or closes the choke, turns the choke on, however the fuck you want to say it. And then when you try and fucking shut the choke off and open that butterfly back up, it just stays there. So that being said, these engines need full choke to fire up. It's just the way these old opposed twins are. They're fucking cold-blooded old hers. And, well, you can see where the problem comes once they warm up. So when that started fucking up on me and I couldn't keep the piece of shit running, as you could imagine, in a state of pure fucking rage, I wasn't being very careful with shit. And these old Spicer transmissions are about some of the biggest fucking pieces of shit that they ever fucking put underneath anything. And they have this issue where the fucking shifters like to get stuck. They like to get stuck in gear. And sometimes rocking the tractor back and forth kind of helps. Or, you know, if you're stuck in gear, let out the clutch and push it back in real quick. Sometimes that works and sometimes it don't. So, while I was all pissed off, the best way to do it is just to fucking muscle them. And, well, I ended up bending the shift linkage. So now, in first gear is actually neutral. And then where it says neutral is reverse. And you always had to really slam this fucker to get it into 6th gear. Well, now you'll have to really slam it to get it into 5th, which means, practically speaking, 4th is your top gear. Which is fine for the most part. I mean, you don't really want to be mowing your yard any faster than 4th gear. But sometimes if you're going over it for a second time, you know, if it was wet or whatever, it's nice to have a fifth gear, especially since these fuckers don't really spin all that fast compared to some of the, like the Vanguard V-twins that was on this originally, which is what those transmissions are designed to have in front of them. So that's pretty much the project for today. Try and at least get this fucker running the way it should be. Gonna pull this choke cable out, and I'll just fucking show it when I get it out of there. But I'm gonna take a little O-clamp and see if I can fix the fucking problem that way. So I came in the house to show you guys this thing, since it's hotter than two rats fucking in a wool sock outside. But anyway, right here you can see right there where that got all fucking chewed up and shit, because it's piss poor quality at a premium price. And so what I'm gonna do is shove this piece inside of that piece, and I'm gonna tighten it down with a fucking O-clamp as tight as I can get my fucking 1.5 working arms to get it. So I got it in there, waiting for my brother to come back from town with a fucking O-clamp. Get that put on right there at the very end. But see if I can zoom in on that. How it's supposed to work is when you pull the fucker out, it works like that. When you push it in, fucking imagine that shit, bud. But when it's bolted up to the tractor, what happens is you pull it out and everything's fine, and then when you push it in, this separates from that, and it doesn't do fuck all down by the carburetor. Well, the sun's actually kind of behind a cloud for a second, so get a few fucking minutes of being able to focus.
How would you say your mental focus is?
Oh, it's focused. I haven't, look,
Anyway, so I got this hooked back up. This still wobbles around, but you know, shitty Cub Cadet part, nothing I can do about that one. Fucking way she goes.
Fucking where she goes, he said. Fucking where she goes, and goddamn erections ruined the night.
But anyway, she's working. So, for now, until it breaks again, or something else breaks, the choke's working. Oh, happy day. So I took a break for a while due to excessively obnoxious noises and excessively obnoxious heat. But anyway, now that the carb's done, I'm gonna fuck around with this shifter for at least a couple of minutes. As you can see, I can move that shifter around quite a bit, and it's not actually changing gears, which is a major ass pain, and I'm not entirely sure why. Now, if you muscle it hard enough, it will change gears, but that's how it's basically how reverse got to the point where you could put the shifter all the way over here, and we're still in reverse. So, time to investigate a little bit. So there is our shift linkage. And I try and figure out a way to hold this piece of shit. When I move the shifter, it looks as if that is just kind of rocking back and forth and not really turning much. And frankly, I don't know what the fuck to do about it. After quite a bit of grunting and complaining, I got it to right between third and fourth, which I believe is second gear right now. And it was a pain in the ass. So I don't know. I might have to drop this fucking transmission again. Which would really piss me off, considering that this transmission was replaced this spring, because the old one fucking grenaded itself. I think something may possibly be broken. Here we are. And, yeah. So, I think we found the problem. And I've got a few ideas on how that may have happened. So, I would imagine potentially there's something I can do to get that thing to quit rocking like that. But at the end of the day, that's not really the problem. The problem is that for some reason this fucker is so hard to shift that it flexes literal fucking steel. So I'm probably gonna have to take the whole fucking trans apart, take it back out, take it apart, see what the fuck is going on, because I'm selling this fucking thing. I am so sick and tired of working on this piece of shit, and I'm just selling it. But I can't sell it like that. I have to get it in working order before I sell it, because the goal is to fucking buy an older garden tractor or get the deck working on the 1053. Anyway, that's where we're at for now. The choke is fixed again for about the 4th time, and I don't dare put the hood back on it, because if I leave the hood off, the engine will run perfectly fine, and if I put the hood back on, something else will fail pretty severely. I can just about promise, because that's the way it fucking goes anymore. But I don't know, I'm gonna do some investigating on these transmissions, see what I can do about that. But for now, that's gonna do it for this video. Hopefully you learned something, or at least was somewhat entertained. And if you like this type of bullshit, maybe give the video a thumbs up. Be sure to subscribe. I actually work on trying to manage my anger when I listen to that fucking chicken make all that noise. I probably work on that more than anything else. We got Happy over here in the bushes. He's a good boy. He doesn't make horrible fucking noises all the time. And we almost got the quad going. We got the Bolins to fire up. It's not driving yet, but the engine runs real well. Fires right on up. And I got all kinds of projects going on. So check out the playlist for this turd if you want to see everything I've done to it and the reason why I'm selling it. I'm gonna kill him. But anyway, check out the playlist. This has been a pretty cool build so far. I did an engine swap, replaced the transmission. I show how to do that. I rebuilt the mowing deck. I've done a lot to the fucking thing. Poor man's power steering kit, put a new seat on it. It's a pretty nice tractor, but it just, every time I feel like something's fixed, something else fucks up, and I'm tired of working on it. Oh, check out the exhaust video. She sounds fucking badass. And anyway, that's gonna do her. Peace out and thanks for watching.